It's your boy Grown Man Business V. Feel what I'm saying? Oh, just you tap in, so let's get right into it. Let's get right into it, my G's. We up. You already know, man. Time and energy is the highest forms of currency. Time and energy, the highest forms of currency at all times, my G's. I know they got us out here chasing the bag. I know they got us out here chasing that moolah. I know they got us out here, chasing a dollar in a dream. You feel what I'm saying? But always keep in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy is the highest forms of currency. The highest forms. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be now. One thing about me, you already know, man. I'm gonna go get it. It don't stop. And anytime you see me locked in and strapped in with this seatbelt, that mean we crossing state line. Ooh, that mean we crossing state lines at all times, my G's. We crossing state lines at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. And that's what brings me. That's what brings me to this live this morning. You feel me? Y'all already know how I give it up if you in tune with the channel. But this is another side to all the new investors, to all the new subscribers. This is the other side of Grown Man Business TV. This is the side they don't tell you about. This is the side that they try to, sugarcoat for you. From the higher ups to the elites to these YouTubers. And we're gonna break this down real quick. I'm not staying too long. Uh is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But a hard work and dedication, my G. Hard work and dedication is key. You understand consistency as well, but hard work and dedication. That's one of the that's one of the most elusive tricks of the higher ups and the elites. Hard work and dedication. A lot of these YouTubers, a lot of these guys try to make it seem like you ain't gotta work hard, you ain't gotta grind. And what you gotta understand is they're gonna try to convince you to skip steps. They're gonna try to convince you to skip steps, my G's. And you know, when you get older, what you're supposed to be telling the youth and what you're supposed to be displaying with your demonstration is that there is no such thing as skipping steps when it comes to success, my G. Now, what do you mean, Grown Man Business TV? Well, you see me in the big house, you see me, big pool in the backyard, you see me doing things that, you know, grown men do, and a lot of people they feel a certain way about that. But the one thing I'm not gonna do, like these other YouTubers, the one thing I'm not gonna do is make it seem like it came easy. It's make it seem like it happened overnight. See, the higher ups and the elites, they paint a picture. They paint a picture and they paint a narrative for you to make you think that, you can just get out of jail, or you could just start a podcast, or you could just do X, Y, and Z and get it the easy way. The easy way. And I know it sounds cliche. A lot of the times when I talk about the higher ups and the elites, um, a lot of these dudes, a lot of these guys, they get upset and they feel like, you know, I'm giving them too much power. I'm giving them too much praise. And I'm not. I'm definitely not giving them any praise and any power. But you have to keep it 100. You got to keep it real. You can't act like the higher ups and the elites don't exist. And they control the media. They control YouTube. They control what's played on radio. They control these things highly weird. They're in total control. And one of the biggest tricks of the higher ups and the elites that's going to trickle down into these YouTubers, that's going to trickle down into these content creators, is the narrative that you can skip steps and you can obtain success without hard work and dedication. Well, here we go. Grown Man Business TV. You already know where you at. You already know who you tuned into. I'm here to tell you that there is no shortcut to success, my G. There is no shortcut to the top. There is no shortcut to the top. It's going to take more than a podcast for you to become successful in this game and in this industry. If you done did 18 years in jail, if you done did 18 years under the ball, not being able to produce, not being able to learn responsibility, you're gonna really think and believe that you can come out here and obtain a mass amount of success in this industry. And I'm here to tell you, man, in this matrix that we live in this matrix that we play in every day, because everybody is in the matrix. It don't matter how woke you are. It don't matter how much books you've read, it don't matter how much knowledge you've obtained all that knowledge in the matrix. So if you're going to play in this matrix, you got to understand that hard work and dedication and consistency is key, my G. But you can't with hard work and dedication. So a lot of these dudes, they're gonna come up here, and again, like I said, the higher ups and the elites, this is the picture that they paint. This is the narrative that they paint for y'all, and then it trickles down into the content creators. It trickles down into the rappers. It trickles down into the actors. You understand what I'm saying? So let me give you an example, right? These rappers, they start their career rapping, in the schoolyard, rapping, freestyling in the project buildings, rapping in the trap houses, right? And instead of putting the hard work and the dedication in to build their career, instead of really grinding, what the higher ups and the elites do is they step in and they say, listen, man, here goes some money. Here's a shortcut to success. Oh no, you ain't gotta worry about that. We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna hit you with this check. We're gonna hit you with everything you need, and you ain't gonna have to work as hard. You're gonna be the biggest rap star that's out there, and you're not gonna have to work as hard. But every time you see this situation happens, these rappers double back. They get to crying. They throw temper tantrums, and they say, "Hey man, they're controlling my music and X, Y, and Z." You know the story already. These rappers, they come from nothing. They get thrown in front of you, and the narrative is these dudes came from nothing, and now they got big chains and big cars and big houses. And again, like I told you, they never tell you what they had to do. They always forget that part. King Von, I mean, I already went down the list. They always forget that part of telling you what they had to do. Because if you're not going to work hard, you go listen. You either gonna work hard or you gonna give up. You gonna give up the goods. And that's what they got y'all thinking. Listen, you gotta grind, my G. Let's break it down to these content creators. Look at Wallow. Look at all of these ex-inmates they got in front of y'all. It's a reason why the majority of the dudes that you watch in the dirty section of YouTube are ex-inmates. And it's nothing against jail dudes. But when you got a dude that do 20 years and then he come home and the narrative is that he's gonna come home and then go straight to riches, it's a reason why these dudes won't show you where they work at. These YouTubers, they getting money off YouTube, but they have jobs. The same YouTuber that'll talk down about a 9 to 5, the same YouTuber that'll try to make you think he getting it out the mud, gets up and clocks in at a job every day. So why won't these same YouTubers, because respectfully, I'm doing better than the majority of the YouTubers you see on YouTube. I'm doing better than them, and I don't mind showing you another way to get that paper. I don't mind showing you the hard work and dedication, because I'm not ashamed of the hard work and the dedication. But they'll make you believe that these YouTubers will get fresh out of jail. Woo, yeah, it's a bumpy road out here today. Get fresh out of jail, get on YouTube, get successful, and become podcasters or whatever they're going to do, without showing you the hard work and dedication, without showing you that after they log off of YouTube, they log off, they go bust suds somewhere, they go and they wash dishes, they go work at Applebee's, they go work at construction companies, and construction, and they lay concrete. They don't want to show you that aspect of it. They're embarrassed about it. And the reason why they embarrassed, because again, when you play this game, you're gonna play it under the higher ups and the elites. It's a lot of people in my comments that don't like that I speak on the higher ups and the elites. They feel that I'm giving them too much power. But you have to acknowledge the realm above you. You have to acknowledge that somebody is in control. It's a handful of people that's running this show. It's a handful of people that's running the show, which is why you're in the matrix. One of the big things that I look that I'm proud of when it comes to this channel is that I've always showed you guys both sides of the spectrum. I never tried to play like Hassan Campbell and act like, I'm just on YouTube getting money and buying jewelry and X, Y, and Z. I always showed y'all guys the ventures that I might have had my hand in, uh, the projects that I might have been doing, even when I was working construction. It's videos. I got old videos of me driving heavy equipment on a construction site. You understand what I'm saying? This is what makes me different. This is what makes this channel stand out. And just like they push the women to be promiscuous, just like they push for the women to be city girls and you know, hookers and prostitutes and push, have them be extra promiscuous. They want the young men to think that it's easy. Oh man, just sign this record deal. We're gonna give you $1 million. It's easy. Yeah, man, sign this deal for this podcast. We're gonna give you $1 million. It's easy. And they don't want you to understand the hard work and dedication that it takes to go to the top. To go to the top on your own terms, my G. Yeah, yeah. You don't understand what it takes to be a man in this world. Getting it the easy route, that's the boy route. That's the little boy route. And they wanna disguise the little boy route so that you go and bite the bait. All of these rappers, they bit the bait. That's why they get little boyed in this industry. All of these rappers, they bit the bait. They took the cheese like the rat. They bit the cheese. And that's why they all get little boyed in this industry. They always whining and crying about what the higher ups and the elites are doing to them. After they bite the cheese, they want to complain because you already in now. You already in now. So I'm not gonna make this a long live, but I did want to tap in on different angles that the higher ups and the elites take to put you in position. The different angles that the higher ups and the elites take to checkmate you and put you in position and put you in the pocket. You understand what I'm saying to you? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But ask your favorite blogger when you go into their live chat. Ask them what they do for a living. Ask them how they eating, my G. Where do they work at? These dudes have jobs. They don't want to show you on their days off, and when they get off of work and when they got time, that's when they come to the live stream and they paint this picture and they paint this narrative for you. And I ain't just talking about a particular blog. I'm talking the majority. The majority of these bloggers, I live better than them. You might, you get like a DJ Academics. These type of bloggers, they doing their thing. But these little bloggers, you see these little content creators, they don't want to show you the real ins and outs of what they do. You gotta be. You can listen. You can't look for the triple cross. You always gotta be ready for the double cross, my G. Always be ready for the double cross. I mean the triple cross. Don't worry about the double cross. Always look for the triple cross. That's the one that's gonna get you. And they always line you up with the triple cross. The double cross, a lot of people lay up on the double cross. Be looking out for the triple cross. None of this shit is real. In the content that is real, you can feel it. You can see it. It's not hard to tell. It's right there in front of your face. The real ones. The fake ones, they always gonna go live from their couch. They always gonna go live from a particular area. And they never gonna go live from anywhere else. Because if they was to go live from anywhere else, it will expose them. It will expose who you really looking at. See what I'm saying? So these dudes, and they come up with these little names, these real catchy names, you know what I'm saying? Real catchy names, and they create this personality. They create this persona for y'all. It's almost like this is TV for real. This YouTube thing. They create the narrative, they create the storyline for y'all, and they play the part. I mean, these dudes deserve Oscars. These dudes deserve Oscars the way they play the part. You understand? But they're only gonna go live from their couch. They're only gonna go live from their back room. They're only gonna go live from the closet that they record in. And after they get out that closet, they put on that Amazon jacket. After they get out that closet, they put on that construction worker hat. After they get off that couch, they put on that apron and they go wash dishes somewhere. Because if you the big YouTuber or not, you gotta make ends meet in this world, homie. If you the big YouTuber or not, you gotta pay rent, you gotta pay lights, you gotta buy food, you gotta put gas in your car. If you're living responsibly, if you're home, look, I got homeowners insurance. My property in Florida, it's a HOA. Come on, baby. This is the real life. This is not the antics in a you gotta pay for that. You paying for car insurance. You paying for that marijuana you smoking every live. You gotta pay for these things. A lot of these dudes is they paying for the hiney. You know what I'm saying? They always talking about hiney. Yeah, I'm getting hiney. My hiney rate is high because I'm getting hiney. But these dudes don't want to tell you how they pay for all of this stuff. Come on, my G, you just gonna cut me off like that? It's hectic out on these roads, baby. But it's a bag being made. Yeah, when you see me with this seatbelt in, that mean I'm strapped in. That mean I'm crossing state lines at all times. You feel me? Yeah. Start asking the real questions. And what made me speak on it is because it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than rap, my G's. It's always deeper than, the surface. It's always deeper than what's put in front of you. So when you see these YouTubers and you see these rappers acting like, oh, I got, showing all this jewelry, showing everything they've earned, showing everything they've obtained, right? And not showing you the long hours in the studio, not showing you, you know, all the mishaps that come with this game. It made me ask myself, like, okay, it's always deeper than rap. So if they doing this, why are they doing this? Why are they pushing this agenda? And it makes the young men weak. It makes you weak. It stalls you out from obtaining manhood, real manhood. When you skip steps, when you think that you're gonna go from 20 years in jail to all whatever X, Y, and Z, you've skipped 18 years worth of steps that needs to be taken, my G. It's easy to get up here and front for the camera and talk a good game. I don't like to stay on these jail dudes, but one thing for sure, two things for certain. When I was locked up, one thing I learned about these jail dudes is they learn how to manipulate. You deal with so many different people coming in and out of your cell, coming in and out of the dorm that you in, going to new jails. You have to adapt and manipulate your situation. You don't just get to run around. You have to adapt and manipulate. So when these dudes get onto this YouTube thing, it's easy for them to manipulate the narrative through the phone. I'm talking to you through this phone. So we're not face to face. I can't really, you really can't tell if I'm giving you the real or not. You don't know me personally. It's easy to manipulate. And why is that? Because these youngsters, and it ain't always super young kids. I'm talking about young men, 18, 19, 20 years old. As a young man at that age, you don't really know what you want to do. A lot of the times you're trying to figure out your way in this world. You're trying to figure out your purpose on this earth, and you really want to do good, and you really want to be successful, and you know you trying to figure out why you don't know, and you look at YouTube and you see these dudes and you say, I want to do that. Or you look at these rappers and you see these rappers and you say, man, that might be an easier way than going to college. That might be an easier way than driving 18 wheelers. That might be an easier way. The problem is the narrative and the picture that's being painted for you is false advertisement, young man. Let me give you some good game, right? For your favorite rapper, let's say the biggest artist that you think of, the artist gets paid last. The artist, when the song is done, Little Baby gets paid last. Lil Wayne, Ja Rule, any artist, they get paid last. Some of the ones who got paid first are the engineers. The engineers, 9 times out of 10, they went to school. They put in hard work. They put in a lot of grind. They had to learn how to use these instruments and these machines. But once they put in that hard work and they put in that grind, they get paid before the rappers do. And let's look at YouTube, my G. You see these content creators. You say to yourself, man, that might be an easy way out. But the dude who made this app gets paid before everybody. The guy who made YouTube as an app gets paid before everybody, and he makes way more money than everybody. And actually, any money that you make on this app, he gets a nice chunk out of it, or he gets a big percentage out of what you make on this app. But you know what? He had to learn how to code. He had to go to STEM school and learn, science, technology, engineering, math. He had to learn these things before he was able to make this app and then make millions. So the hard work, you got to do the hard work, homie. You can't skip steps. The higher ups and elites want you to think, take it this way. It's easier this way. This is where you're going to get the money fast. But what you don't understand is a contract comes with that, youngster. Just like I told you with these podcasts and with these different avenues that you think you're going to make money, it's a contract that comes with that. These rappers forget to tell y'all about the contracts. These bloggers and these YouTubers, they forget to tell y'all about the contracts. It only comes up. It only comes up when things go left and the higher ups and the elites take advantage and take their slice of the pie, and it's more than 3/4, and you only getting 2 cents an album. You only getting 2 cents an album. You got us thinking you making all this money, but you forgot to tell us that the higher ups and elites, you made $1 billion, but they made $100 billion. Michael Jordan's worth $3 billion, but he forgot to tell us that Nike's, they made $20 billion off of MJ. They forget that part. Grown man business, I'm here to give you the gray area, that in between line where you trying to figure out how they did it and why they did it. Yeah, you can't skip steps. So that's a big reason why I go live in this truck. I let y'all know the businesses that I got my hands in. I let y'all know the properties that I'm invested in. I let y'all know about family. I let y'all know about being disciplined and having discretion when it comes to these women, because all of these things are distractions, young buck. These jail dudes coming home making you think they just gonna go from doing 25 years to starting a podcast and not giving you the intricate details about the hard work and dedication that it take. That's false advertisement, homie. These rappers, Lil Baby and these dudes, not letting you know that, they gonna end up at one of these mansion parties four pockets full, sandwiched in between two cocks. That's the part they don't let you know about. And just flashing these chains and going to ice box and buying jewelry. That's the lure you in. That's the lure you in to skip past the hard work and dedication. Them showing you all these thoughts that they run around with, not telling you. See, what Lil Baby ain't telling you is that he misses baby mama, homie. He want Jada Wada or Jada Wada or Ja Wada, whatever the little lady, whatever the little shorty name is. He in love with her. He putting in a lot of work and he putting in a lot of grind to try to mend that relationship. But what you see is him running around doing what you think he doing with these thoughts. The only way to really make you sign the contract, the only way to really get you in pocket, the only way to higher ups and the elites are willing to checkmate you is to make you think that you ain't gotta work that hard if you do it this way. If you come rock with us, if you been in jail all these years, homie, don't worry. Look at Lil Zippy with the drippy. We're gonna give you a podcast. Oh, you been in jail all these years, homie, don't worry. Go make a song or two, get viral on TikTok, right? And then we're gonna come see you. We give you $1 million right there. Give you $1 million right there. Now you know about taxes, or no, youngster, you don't even know. After we give you this million, you're gonna walk away with 725,000. Your jewelry kit, that's gonna run you about a quarter million. So now you down to 460,000. You're gonna be broke in 6 months, youngin, because you didn't put the hard work and dedication that it takes. And where else on YouTube? Answer me this. These other bloggers, these other YouTubers, these other content creators that you might consider in the same category as me, who's showing you how they get their money? Who's showing you the other side? Because I like to go live at the big house. Anytime I'm home, I make sure I go live. I like to show y'all my pool. I like to show y'all how I'm living. You know, I'm proud of the hard work and the dedication I put in to be at this place in life. So I don't never come on bragging. I don't never go and show my car. Like, I could definitely do all of that, but I don't. But you got to ask yourself, why? Oh yeah, Andrew Tate. Salute to Andrew Tate. He on a whole nother level. I appreciate that. I ain't gonna lie. When I said other YouTubers, I didn't. But yeah, I'm shooting for that level. I'm shooting for that level of success, and I'm shooting for that level of achievement, right? But the same as Andrew Tate, in almost the same way. When you throw it in their face and you show them how you getting it, and you show them how you living, but you let them know what come in between, what it take to do it. A lot of let me answer a question that I got in the DM recently, right? A lot of people that rock with me rock with Lil Zippy, and it was a couple. I'm not gonna say their names. Salute to these guys on YouTube, but they reached out and they was like, "Man, what sparked that thing between? What made you go at Zippy? Because you don't even go at YouTubers. That ain't even really your angle. That ain't even really your avenue that you take when it come to YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers look at you, they rock with you, G and BTV, and we was having dialogue. And what I told this particular YouTuber, I should say his name. I'm not though. I ain't doing no clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Um, but what I told him was, I I had a clip sent to me where Lil Zippy was talking down on guys that work 9 to 5s. He was basically saying that he wants a Bentley and he don't believe that working or X, Y, and Z is going to get him a Bentley, or he's not going to make Bentley money. And he was kind of talking down. And I see then when me and him, that's what made me kind of react to Lil Zippy. The fact that you did 18 years in jail You got out, your parole officer made you get a job, so you ain't bucking the system. You went and was working, right? And you talking down, and the way he was talking about people that's putting in the work, I thought it was highly disrespectful, and that's what really hit the switch for me to say I'm going at Lil Zippy. I'm going at Lil Zippy because you know the irony of this guy speaking down on people that go and get their money and go to work and grind every day, and these the same people that pay taxes so that you can have a comfortable live while you was doing your 18 years. Who you think who you think pays for the whole prison situation? Taxpayers, hardworking 9 to 5 guys that grind every day. Even if you're working at Amazon, even if you're working at McDonald's, a piece of your money goes towards the you know the private prison industry. I'm gonna call it that. And then on top of that, being broke, or listen, it's nothing wrong with being broke. Being broke is the beginning stages of getting rich. But being broke, right, and getting rich, there's a gray area that these dudes don't want to talk about. So when you're broke, right, it's nothing wrong with that. But the gray area is hard work and dedication. If you broke right now, you need to get your ass up and go work at McDonald's, or you need to get your ass up and go get, you know, a job at Walmart. You need to work that job for 12 months. Stack your money up. Don't take no shortcuts. Get a promotion or elevate to another. You need to go get it. You need to put in grind. A lot of the times you're going to, so that's why I was going at Lil Zippy. That's why I talk down on Lil Zippy. Everything else has, you know, it's all business, man. I don't have I don't have no hate towards homie. I hope he's successful. But don't paint this picture to anybody, youth, young men, old, anybody, that you just gonna skip steps. The grind is real. That's why a lot of these people that get this money from the higher ups and the elites, they go broke so fast, man, because you ain't got the dedication and you ain't got the grind to put in. You don't want to do the dirty work. What's the dirty work? Okay, again, the engineers make more money than the rap artists. The engineers get their money, they not famous. Brian Michael Cox, he done made so many songs, you know, but you wouldn't know him if you walked in the mall, and he's richer than the majority of these artists. His name is Brian Michael Cox. He made all kind of songs for Trey Songz, Diddy. This dude is filthy rich. But you know what? He trained himself and went to school to be an engineer. He invested in himself. Again, every day you guys wake up, and the first thing you do after, you know, the first thing I do is I thank the Most High. I thank the universe for another day. I say thank you. I make it my business to, before I even grab my phone, before I touch anything, before I do anything, I thank God. I thank the higher. I thank the Most High. I thank the universe, right? But after I do that, I instantly grab my phone and get to hitting these apps. I instantly grab my phone and get to hitting these apps. You understand what I'm saying? And again, you got these dudes talking about making podcasts, but where are we going to watch your podcast at? We're going to watch your podcast on one of these apps. And there's nobody making millions off these apps that didn't put in hard work and dedication, learning how to code. Learning how to code. See? See what I'm saying? So there is a middle ground that got talked about. because I'm grinding, homie. You can't take the wealth to the grave for sure. But let me give you some game on that, right? What do you consider wealth? See, again, a lot of y'all confused, and y'all, and it's okay. But you talking the wealth you talking about? Can you hear me? Put a thumbs up. Put a thumbs up in the chat. Put a 100 in the chat if you can hear me. You can hear me? Put a thumbs up or 100 in the chat if you can hear me clearly. 10-4. So I can't read a lot of the chat because I'm actually, I'm strapped in. But I saw that comment right there that said wealth to the grave. Well, what wealth are you talking about? If you're talking about monetary gain, if you're talking about tangible goods, exactly. You can't take that to the grave. But what you can do is leave that for the family, right? You make sure you set it up so that the tangible goods, the monetary gain, that type of wealth is left for the family. But the grind that I'm talking about, the dedication that's needed, the discipline that's needed to be able to obtain those things, you're going to take that with you. That's going to go to the grave with you, homie. And that's another form of wealth. That is, if you got loving family, grind, and dedication that come with this, then you're wealthy in that. It's all type of ways to be wealthy in this world, but they got y'all, like I say, time and energy. You got that energy, you got time on your hands, you got another day, you're wealthy. That's why I always say time and energy is the highest forms of currency. I know they got us out here chasing the bag. I know they got us out here chasing that moolah, that paper, that skrilla. But always keep in the front of your mental Rolex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency. And if time and energy is a form of currency, then you can be wealthy in that. See, let me give you some. Let me break that down a little deeper, right? The higher ups and the elites are push again, OnlyFans, being promiscuous with these young women, right? They're making these young women think that it's a shortcut to success. Hey, start a OnlyFans, get naked, sell your body. We're not going to tell you the long-term consequences of this. We're not going to tell you all the bad ins and outs that come with it. We're going to tell you that you can make millions like one of these OnlyFans content creators. You can make millions a month like Black China, right? So I'm wealthy when it come to grind. I'm wealthy when it come to dedication. I'm wealthy when it come to discretion, when it comes to patience. So my daughters would never, they would never, my daughters want to get money. They ready, real estate. My oldest daughter, she didn't really want to do college. But she understands that the hard work is still hard work and dedication. If you don't go to college, you have to obtain credentials because you're playing within the matrix. Okay, you want to do real estate? All right, cool. About to put you in real estate school. You're gonna pass the real estate school. They're gonna set you up to take the state bar, the state exam. Once you do that, you're golden. You can sell real estate. You can deal in real estate. You could work for a brokerage company. You could do all kind of things with this license right here. But if you go to college or not, you have to go to school and you have to obtain. Okay, now you lead by example. I'm getting money in other avenues, but my daughters watch me double back and go get my CDL license. Why? Because that makes me golden on the road. I can easily go get a bag on the road if I can't get a bag nowhere else. Easily. I have a doctorate degree in driving, Class A CDL license, uh, all type of endorsements, doubles and triples, hazmat, tankers. I got a TWIC card. I can go onto naval bases and secured facilities and get money, big money. Ooh, you wouldn't believe. Listen, you wouldn't believe how much paper I roll up sitting right here in this chair. You wouldn't believe the paper. You understand me? But again, like I say, the whole point is with the you gotta lead by example. You gotta have your demonstration speaks louder than your conversation. That's why Charleston White in the bag he in right now. That's why he done already bowed down to the higher ups and the elites, because he talk a good game, but his demonstration don't add up. Demonstration don't add up. You're losing weight. You look like you're 105 pounds soaking wet. You always on that dusty ass couch with that dirty cat. Your demonstration don't add up. Yeah, yeah, get deep. So my point, even with this message, is that the higher ups and elites play chess at the highest level. They're always thinking and watching and learning different ways to attack. And one of the ways they attacking a lot of you youngsters, a lot of the ways they attacking the children, a lot of the ways they attacking young men is by making them think that there's a shortcut, by making them think that it's an easy way out, by making them think, hey man, you can do all this time in jail and it's a way, now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you can go to jail and you can't be successful, but if you did 20 years in jail, you got to tell the youngsters, hey, it's 10 times harder for me, homie. 10 times harder for me. I've been in jail for 25 years. So I'm going hard. I just enrolled in X, Y, and Z. I'm about to get my online engineering course taken. I'm about to get a CDL license. I done invested 20,000 into some credentials just in case this podcast ish don't work. So man, I'm telling you, it's deep, homie. And it be dudes like Lil Zippy that they be hot for a minute, just like the dude just like what was that got him, the young boy that was on the big teeth. He had the big teeth. He was on TikTok. He used to always say got him, big retard. He was popping for about 2 years. I seen a video of him the other day on Hollywood Boulevard looking crazy. So it's always the dudes like Lil Zippy that they get hot and they say, oh, this is gonna take me to the next level. And then when you fall off, because you're gonna fall off, oh, they don't set you up for success in Hollywood. The higher ups and the elites don't set you up for success for you to just remain successful. The humiliation ritual is gonna come. And when the humiliation ritual comes, you will be taking a dive, my G. You will be taking a dive. So in a matter of time, it's only going to be a matter of time. I'm here to tell you that there's an in-between. There is a gray area. It's called hard work and dedication, homie. Get your mind wrapped around hard work and dedication. Get your mind wrapped around that this land we live on was not set up to give you nothing. You're going to have to come up with ideas. You're going to have to figure out new ways to do it. And when you do that, you're going to have to now certify and solidify it. You're going to have credentials on in this matrix that we living in. We all in the matrix. There's no way around it. So always be weary of people that's making it look and painting the narrative and painting a picture that it's an easy cake. It's an easy cakewalk. Yeah, man. I just came to YouTube and I'm blowing up. Yeah, all right. The same way them dudes came to Def Jam Records and you're blowing up. Arista, Universal. Yeah. They all showed us they was blowing up until their whole situation blew up right in their face. And again, before I let you go, it's always for our entertainment. So we always going to be able to see you fall off. They're going to make sure. They're going to make sure you fall off. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. You already know we up pretty early. Um, So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? Let's stay focused. Let's stay motivated. Let's stay optimistic. That me. Let's practice patience. Let's practice aggression. Let's practice discipline. You understand what I'm saying? Let's put all these things into work and put all these things into order so that the big bag comes. The big bag. Oh, it's on its way. It's on its way. But always know, even once you get the big bag, you still gotta work. It's still hard work. It's no shortcuts to the top. And even at the top, you gotta work 10 times harder to remain at the top. You see basketball players go broke. You see basketball players with $100 million go broke because you didn't know how much taxes they had to pay on that $100 million. Property, they don't, you think that let's just get some property, we gonna be all right, that's generational wealth. Well, you don't understand the homeowner's insurance and the property tax that you gotta pay every year. Stop. Once you obtain some shit, it get harder. The more you get, the more responsible you gotta be. The more you get, the more responsible you gotta be. The more you gotta grind to maintain it, or you lose everything. So it is what it is, and it'll be what's gonna be, man. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. You already know how we giving it up, man. Time and dedication, time and energy, dedication, hard work, discretion, discipline. We only going up from here, man. We growing organically, and we only going up from here. So salute to everybody that's tapped in. You already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Gang.